All right, guys,
was
welcome.
pretty
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Wait, we're gonna do this. We're gonna do the thing.
Let's do the thing.
Let's do the thing.
3, 2. Okay, welcome, guys. Welcome so much to our
That was very
our
polished.
humble podcast. Yeah. So my name's Josh. What's your name, Alex?
My name is Alex. Human male.
Cool. All right. Who's this over here?
I'm Jacob, human male.
Okay.
I'm Ryan, male man.
Wow.
Not a mailman, but a mailman.
Wait, but he didn't say he was a human though. Are you not a human?
Well, obviously I'm a freaking human. What do I look like?
So
Ryan's a werewolf.
as you can see, if you guys keep up with our podcast weekly and you watched the end of last week's episode, you would see that Alex, for no good reason, hit the Grinch back here really hard and he lost his
Yeah.
head.
It was really
The Grinch
violent.
has talked
It
with
wasn't me.
our legal department and he is still going to be here with us. But he does not want to show his face, considering the amount of damage that he received.
It was
So
bad.
he's
He
holding
was
up. He's holding up.
entirely beheaded, like
Yeah, it was
French
bad.
Revolution style.
So he's holding up. He's
Nothing
holding up the
left.
screen for us as we do fact checking. If it works out, if it doesn't, it's just going to be a giant green screen, and it'll be a bro
It's like
moment.
Anthony Fantano.
It will be a raw moment, dude.
So
yes.
Anthony Fantano did not invent the green screen. Let's just put that out
No,
there.
he did. He definitely did. Like,
Did
he's a
Anthony
pretty-
Fantano invent being bald?
Yes.
Yes, he did. He also sits down during his interviews, which is a
He
complete shocker.
stands. He stands.
sits.
You saw the photo. He stands.
No, he sits. That was an edited photo.
No.
You
I
haven't seen
refuse. The
that?
first one was the edited photo. Look at the first one right there.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
so
we'll
no,
compare-
have both. You got both of them side by
We'll compare
side.
it.
You can
Yeah.
obviously see
that
that
he's-
the first or the one of him sitting is obviously not like an edit.
Edit. The edit. If it's an edit, it's cring.
Now, for the majority of people who don't know who Fantano is, this is going to be
He's
pointless.
Uh,
Melon
we-
Boy who reviews music,
No, he doesn't. He doesn't. He just
So,
reviews cool
if
things.
I look at
which
if,
is music.
Yeah.
if I look at my notes, okay, so there was a really interesting note in our thing about
Yeah.
the Obama server. What
Obama.
is
Okay,
that?
Obama.
Okay, so the Obama server is a Discord server that I had the unfortunate pleasure of being in for like 2 months, and then they gave me mod. I don't know why they did this, and then they had an Obama election, and then
An Obama election.
they
So-
had they,
Yeah, they elected a new
They
Obama.
elected a new Obama to lead them into the Obama future.
So can I ask a question? There's a lot to
Yeah.
break down just in that. So
Yeah.
is this like Obama, like his real server?
No, it's just
are you
the
doing?
official
Do you
Obama
slack?
server. It's like a fan server for general Obama fans, and the rule of the server is that you have to have Obama in your name.
Okay.
And they gave me mod, and they
For no
had an
reason.
election about who was going to be the new president, and then they elected a guy, and then I permanently banned him for no apparent reason.
So
Could it be out of envy? Like you wanted to be the Obama president? You wanted to be President Obama?
Spite.
We are coming. We are one.
this is not how I thought the story was
I
going to
didn't
go. I
think-
thought it was going to be like some trolling, maybe. But
Yeah. When you said I have an Obama story, I thought
Yeah, you like met Obama or was wonderful. Like when you said you had an Obama story.
Yeah.
I thought you meant that you met the former president Barack Obama and his lovely wife Michelle Obama.
Which we would like to marry, all of us. There
Is
is
that- is that
something and then
another- is
immediately
that
regretted
another,
it.
Part of the server is everyone wants to marry Michelle, or everyone is married to Michelle.
Everyone is married.
is there a
on the
Michelle?
server.
Like,
Is there a
role,
Michelle?
or-
No,
in
there's
the-
no Michelle role.
So like,
Very
what happens if
disappointed.
like someone makes a Michelle Obama name? Does like all the Obamas like start hitting on the
Tier 3
account?
Obama Sims?
And then that's where it Obama Sims. So that's where it becomes like Obama Civil War, and like everyone has to prove that they're like the real Obama. Yeah,
the Obama. They had to fight over the Obamium.
Obama.
Like only one could hold the true Obamium. Like the Obamium sword.
Finally,
They have
Obamium.
to. yeah. And then they have to like stab each other for the Obamium sword.
Wow.
You know what I think about that?
What do you think about that?
That was a weak burp. That was weak.
Okay, Josh, burp right now. Burp right now.
I don't have it in me.
Burp right now.
I burp out of quality,
Burp.
not
Burp.
on demand.
Right now.
I burp out of quality.
You are gonna criticize my burp, and then you're just not gonna burp.
Burp.
Yeah.
Burp.
I'm like the Simon.
I can't take his criticism.
I'm the Simon
with
Cowell of
respect.
burping.
Cannot respect
I-
you.
Freaking-
Honestly, cringe. Everyone comment Josh's cringe on the comments section below.
we just start
us.
looking back at the comment section.
Yes.
We start looking back at the comment
The
section.
comments are like, this podcast is cringe.
I don't want to reference it too much because that's a lot of editing to do. So I'm
For our editor, which is
For our-
none of us, by
yeah.
the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
So what else? What else did we have this week? Did any
have?
fun things
All right,
happen to y'all this
so-
week?
No, actually,
Same for
nothing
me.
fun happened this week.
Hmm.
It was just tears and sadness.
What about?
And then I was reminded of something the other day,
Yeah.
and I think it'd be funny if all of us went around and tried to explain the plot of it. What's the plot of Lemonade Mouth? Okay, who remembers Lemonade Mouth?
Like-
we all watched the
I
movie.
remember Lemonade Mouth. It
The,
was
the
something
Disney
that
Channel original movie. Yeah.
Like-
What is the plot? Josh, go.
I think Lemonade Mouth is about these high school teenagers who end up getting the basement of their school and they all become friends for a talent show. I think that was the plot.
okay.
And
That's-
there's a lemonade machine for whatever reason.
So Lemonade Mouth. Andy and I watched that. Well, my sister and I watched.
30 plus times.
It probably was a lot.
A lot more than 30.
We listened to the music more than we watched the movie.
Yeah,
we
the music
frickin-
kind of bangs.
I mean-
they kind of were banging.
Music did kind of slap.
Like,
Fantana
turn up the
review it.
music. Turn up the music kind of goes hard.
Yeah.
I don't
Determinate.
Can we put Lemonade Mouth?
I remember
in the background
Determinate.
right there.
Yeah.
Put
Josh,
Lemonade
put,
Mouth
like the
behind
album
us.
cover like on the green screen so people can see it.
So
It's
we
definitely
can-
like
we're not bald
cheesy.
enough.
It's absolutely cheesy. Like all of the music is so cheesy, but it's so good.
Yeah.
And,
I remember it feeling like the alternative to like Camp Rock at the time. It was like
Yeah,
So
Yeah.
pretty much.
what's
But okay, so the plot.
I never watched Camp Rock.
I mean, either, but like, just I
don't know. I never watched it. All
I,
right, I'll
under-
explain
I
the camp
understand
plot of
like
Camp
what
Rock.
Camp Rock is enough to know that Lemonade Mouth is similar.
okay?
So, it's about kids who all wind up, if I'm remembering correctly, they all wind up in detention for whatever reason. They make a beat in the detention class, and they're like, "Oh my god, we're a band!" And so they like are friends or whatever. And then there's like they're like rebellious. They bond over this lemonade machine. Like they all leave detention.
Detention.
And they go to this lemonade machine, right? And they all bond over it. They all get lemonade. So they make their band that they're gonna make Lemonade Mouth
Yeah.
or something. I don't know if that's exactly how it goes.
Josh.
But they enter a talent show and they all have like personal struggles and yada yada yada, and they all come together when the school gets rid of the lemonade machine, and they perform together and they beat the bad guys, which is like
yeah. They
the
wait.
school,
What? They
I
beat the
think.
bad guys. The bad
guys.
You know what they could have just done instead of doing like that long, arduous like defeating the bad guys?
It's a fancy word.
They could have just like bought the lemonade machine and just like put it somewhere else.
Wait, was that the whole plot of the
No,
movie?
I don't
that they
think
were
it was a-
fighting for the lemonade machine.
I think so.
That's not. That was like the inspiration, but I think it was just like stand up to your suppressors or whatever.
It's like
It's stand up to your mean principal and your mean teachers.
When your
Basically,
mean
it's like the
principal
message.
gets sort of a- which, by the way, who has
And be
ever
yourself
seen a
or whatever the-
lemonade like dispenser in real life? Like,
just a lemonade, nothing
And
else.
like so think like
just
so think like a
I will say we do
a
have-
water like dispenser or not water dispenser, I'm stupid.
water dispenser.
Like
It's
a-
like a
like a
water,
water
fountain,
machine.
but like costs money. Hey yo, fill me up.
Speaking of lemonade, we do have this sponsored by Minute Maid.
We're definitely not sponsored. Block it. I don't want to get.
Careful. Careful.
I want my AdSense. I want
Fill me up.
my 2 cents in ads.
No.
Whim.
So, Alex, did you have a reason you wanted to talk about Lemonade Mouth?
No, I was just reminded of Lemonade
You know,
Mouth
that
earlier
honestly,
today.
I'm really glad because that really. Don't. You should have, but, you know,
It's
all
whatever.
right. I like water.
So I guess this weekend where this leads. Oh, you were saying something. What were
I was
you-
just gonna say, like, it was really nostalgic. It was a good trip for me just now. I'm really
What are-
glad we got to think about it because that's another thing. My sister and I, when we first got our
Alex, your
MP3
cup
players,
is-
all we
your
listened
cup
to was
being
Lemonade
right now is
Mouth
giving
music.
me an anxiety attack.
That's it. All we listened to was Lemonade Mouth music. On
Just
repeat.
Lemonade Mouth, nothing
And
else.
well, I mean, there's like a few other.
Turn off
Um,
the Imagination Dragons and the Bill Eyelash. We listen to Lemonade Mouth up in this Zazowski.
When I was doing
Turn down your
karate,
Kendrick.
I
Turn
like,
down
when I was like
your
10.
Teeler. Turn down
For what?
when
your
I was doing karate when I was like 10 years old.
Yeah.
I did a staff form to determinate.
Yo,
I
turn
made up
down
the
your
form
marshmallow.
and did-
Turn down your
Did it
Shut up.
to
Turn down your
determinate.
Tupac.
Jacob, take his mic. Take his
We're
mic.
talking about Lemonade Mouth.
The point is, I won first place. Okay,
You won
and I
first
made
place in
I
the
made up
talent
a staff
show.
form to determinate. That's just a cool fun fact about me.
Okay.
I was 10 years old.
And you made
What happened?
Alex. The man was trying to tell us a story about some talent show or something. I can't understand him because you're over there licking Jacob's hand and whatnot. Probably
One of these days, we're just gonna kick Alex off. Alex is just gonna
we
be gone one
kick,
day.
we should kick Alex off and replace him with like Austin, like Uncle Austin.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
gonna be it's gonna be the Fact podcast show. It's gonna be the three of us. The
Yes.
Fact podcast.
Yeah, I'm the S.
The S stands for subpar.
The S stands for Supreme.
And
Speaking
Oh,
of
is this
Supreme.
supposed to segue into my Supreme
Segue,
story?
but you know it's also hard.
Oh,
But you know what's really
nice
hard?
segue.
Segue. Segue
Josh, tell us
dance.
about Supreme.
So my
Alex has got a Segway dance. Ooh, a free phone. I will break.
I feel like you almost
Break
broke your
another
phone.
door.
Anyway, my Supreme story.
I want to hear about this.
It was okay. So do y'all know that Supreme is about to do a new drop? I don't.
A drop of what?
They're okay.
I'm
So
super
Supreme.
like.
They're gonna drop some
The-
sick beats.
They're gonna drop
I'm-
rain. They're,
I'm a huge fan of
they're
Supreme.
the
Of course I
sky.
knew
They're
they
gonna
were
drop
gonna drop
rain.
we can put the graphic up, but
I have nothing. That's the joke. Is I
So-
don't care.
so
I
the-
also don't have enough money for that.
the whole thing with Supreme is this: they're coming with this brand new fall drop. I don't really care about them. The only thing I do care about, as I can put the screenshot on, is that they're releasing a Supreme version of the SM58, which is the same mic. It's just the same thing, but it's red and it just says Supreme on it.
We should get one.
Now it doesn't have the fancy buttons like we have, but
We should get one.
we should get one. But it'll probably cost like $1,000 on aftermarket. But my Alex, what are you doing?
Just playing through the fire and the flames.
But my whole story with this is I was at a job the other day, and we're sitting in like a director's office, and this one of the interns they were talking about Supreme, and I said to one of the interns, I was like, oh, I really don't care for the drop. I just care for the SM58 that's coming out. And the intern just kind of blows it off. He's like, ugh, whatever. And then, like, kid you not, 5 seconds later, this guy's like, as far as I am to you. And then the main director, like the head director, is like where Jacob is. The intern says, I can't wait for the SM58, like the most high school like drama thing. I was like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, dude, I'm right here. You just blew off my whole thing I just said, just so you could like kiss ass to the director. I was like, what the heck?
Yeah, seriously.
Like this is like legit like Mean Girls like type of stuff. I was just like, I looked at the guy like, are you an idiot? Like, I don't do this. I was just.
I mean, what did he say to you after?
He didn't say anything to me. He just took the exact same thing, like the exact sentence I said it to the director just to look nice. And I'm like, what is wrong with you? And so I just kind of like walked off, and I was like, I'm done with this guy.
Dude, that's stupid. I don't know what to say. That's stupid.
It's dumb. And I'm using this podcast as a way to vent my frustrations
exactly.
towards interns because they're the worst.
I mean, he wants to.
you're being called out there.
I mean, he's not getting paid.
I don't get paid.
Alex doesn't get paid. We wouldn't pay Alex.
I think if
But you
there
guys
was-
get paid?
If there was one person that wouldn't get paid, it would be you. But
Okay.
none of us are paid, so. But if we all were, and we had to choose choose one person to not get paid, it would be Alex. Unanimously.
If we were to
Well-
choose someone to not get paid, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't get paid for this, and I
Josh,
feel like I do
you
the
shouldn't get
most
paid
out
for
of
this.
all of
Josh, you're
y'all.
not doing a great job. You really need to step up your
Kidding me?
game. Honestly, I give you a 4
It's
out
not
of
like
5.
Josh bought 90% of the equipment we use. Actually, probably more like 100%.
Well,
All of it.
I do appreciate the free stuff we got, like the cooler and
And the Grinch.
And the Grinch.
Grinch. Yeah.
Yeah,
And the-
that's it. Nothing else.
No, nothing else.
So, yeah.
So
It's lame though. That guy's lame.
Yar
guy.
har dibbity dee, yo ho, a pirate is me. Yar har dibbity.
What the frick?
No, no.
What's his password? What's his password?
Guys, just lock it.
I think it's a little sus how mad Alex is right now.
Lock it.
Alex,
Lock it
this is how doors get broken. I'll give you your phone back.
up.
Jeez,
Lock it up. You should have locked it up, Josh.
Alex, I think that's a
You
bit.
turned off this mic. Is it? Go check. Jamie, go check.
It's fine if you turn it off and back on. Oh,
I had a little bit of a heated gamer moment there.
I feel like this episode is a complete train wreck. Oh my goodness.
It is.
Like we were doing so good
It
last
is.
week,
Josh,
and this is like
all of them are train wrecks.
like Alex. So like because like before y'all because y'all were running late,
Yeah.
me and Alex were just talking like normal humans, and I was like, this is gonna be great. Alex is gonna I think be normal for the podcast. He's
Nope.
gonna
Nope,
contribute.
not-
Maybe he was contributing good stories.
Nope.
Just a meme
Deb,
this week.
No.
Just a meme.
Yeah.
No seriousness allowed in here. So anyways, yeah.
I thought you were gonna add something.
I thought I did too.
Jacob, do you have
Hold on.
anything? I feel bad. Like last week, we didn't get you to talk at all.
What's Jacob
story.
thinking about?
I just have this random story.
Okay.
So I was leaving our house, right? I was just driving my car. I was going somewhere, right? So I was driving along, right? I was pulling, the like wooded area, like when you leave our house and like when you're heading over, I stutter. I not really, but like the wooded area, like getting to our house. So I was like going through there, and there was just this random trash bag, just like in the middle of the road, like when I was going.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, there's nothing wrong there. I tried straddling it.
Verify
So, like-
your work.
I tried straddling
I'll mute his
it.
microphone if he keeps doing this.
What?
I'll mute his microphone if he keeps doing this.
You should.
Yeah.
No, you mute specifically that microphone, and then you have but then you hear them through the other ones.
That's the dangerous part is you keep hearing him. Anyway, as you're saying with your
Okay,
story.
so I was driving along. I tried to like go over the trash bag. Something on the roof on like the bottom part of my car popped the trash bag, and then all the trash just went everywhere on the road out
Oh
behind
my
me.
goodness.
And then there was a guy like driving behind me who had to like drive through it. It was so funny. I'm like, oh
Did you stop and clean it up?
no.
Dude, that's awful.
Why would like?
You made the mess.
I was going somewhere too.
Idiot.
didn't put
Don't
the
you know how
trash
the
bag there.
golden rule
Yeah, but you
works?
ran it over.
I feel, what was he supposed to do?
Did you have the ability to swerve around it? Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, where in the road?
Like literally in like the middle of my lane.
You know that's you, Jacob. You know what you are? You're a sucky
guess
human
it's-
being. But you know what I hate more than you? The album Blonde.
Oh my goodness, don't you?
I
This is why I'm
I
mad
hate
at you guys.
Blonde with a burning passion.
Okay,
Blonde absolutely sucks.
Let's talk about
I
this.
have-
Josh loves Frank Ocean's. What number is it? His
What's the-
second?
the title of this. Okay,
What's his
okay,
second
'cause I was
album? What is it?
watching the
What's it-
title of
what's
this
Blonde?
freaking episode.
What number is it?
A blonde.
Both of y'all, shut up
What
for
number?
a minute.
Blonde.
Both of y'all, shut up for a minute. You had it. Your story was good contribution. But now I'm mad at y'all again. The title of this episode is going to
Male
be
aggression.
Jacob's mad at everyone, which is still going to be me. But freaking. Okay,
Your
so
name isn't
for
Jacob.
context, Ryan doesn't know about this.
Yeah.
But for context, so Jacob and Alex keep recommending albums to me. like full length
just
albums,
Jacob.
and I'll listen to the entire one, and then I'll send Jacob an album,
And it's
and
always,
then he
it's
doesn't
always
listen
blonde.
to it.
It's always
and then he'll send me
blonde.
another album.
It's
I'll
always
listen
blonde.
to it.
He'll send you like,
And then
hey,
he'll
like, hey,
send
check
me
out the
another
blonde.
album, and then he'll keep sending me albums, expecting me to listen to them, and he doesn't listen to the first album I've ever done. And the other day was my breaking
Josh, you did an
point.
album?
What? The other day was my breaking point when I started playing Frank Ocean's Blonde, and Alex just goes, "This is trash. This is trash. It's so bad." And I was trying to get him to help with sampling something, and I was like, "No, just listen to this one part." And then Alex just trying to piss me off as he's listening to Nights by Frank Ocean, right where the beat switches on you, and he's like, "This is bad." Like he's trying to think
my
of things to
gosh.
say. He knows he likes the track, but he's just saying it to piss me off.
Just say it.
You liked
this
the
wasn't
track.
that good. It wasn't that good.
You liked the track. I
He's
listened
smiling.
to.
Look at him. Look at his face.
Wasn't that
Look at
good.
all the
Wasn't that good.
lemonade on his lips.
Look at that.
He looks like Joe. He looks
lick
like
it off?
the kid version of Joker.
Okay. No,
Looks
stop
like he's
ass.
been.
I listened to
It looks like he's been slurping up some blood.
Yeah, I have.
and I'm not. It's not like I'm suggesting bad albums. I don't think listening to a Blonde or
Josh,
to
you're
Pimp a Butterfly is a bad
Yeah.
album. Like you guys suggested, In an Aeroplane Over the Sea, it's a good album. Freaking, you suggested Come In, it was a good album. Hawaii Part 2, it's an okay album. Freaking, like those are good albums.
No, Josh!
How dare you?
That's a sin! That's a cardinal sin! You know it.
Hawaii Part 2 is an okay album.
No.
It's
No.
the first part.
No! You can't! You can't say
Because-
it's more than it's a masterpiece!
Hawaii Part 2, the first part of the first half of the album is really good. The second half gets really experimental. Just personal preference.
Gotta leave it at that.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's Hawaii Part 2?
It's an album. It's one
Okay,
of his
so
favorite
anyways,
albums.
I was like,
Your mic's off.
no, I turned it back on. Dang it.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm sorry you had to deal with that, Ryan.
I'm sorry.
This
I
is
just-
me getting my pent up
I had
frustration
a,
out.
I had a
on
violent
Hey,
outburst.
Josh, I
at
just want you to know
Josh.
if you sent me an album, I'd probably listen to it.
I know if Ryan likes this because I'll send Ryan singles.
Ryan won't respond.
And I'll
to it.
he'll if he likes it, he'll put the thumbs up, and if he doesn't like it, he just won't acknowledge it. I'm like,
Just
okay, fine.
Don't acknowledge.
He
Yep.
doesn't like it.
Ryan likes
At
it.
least he
Ryan
listens
likes
to it. Like y'all just don't listen to any of it.
Sorry, I'm just tired of getting recommended Blonde every 3 seconds. Like,
Is
you
that
you
even a
wake
bad
up in the
album?
morning and Josh was like, "Listen to Blonde," and then
I've sent you Blonde once.
and then like he'll be 3 seconds later he called me and say, "Hey Alex, you listen to Blonde?" I'm like, "No."
I've
And
never
then,
done that. I
And then
don't call you.
about 20 seconds later, I'll be sitting down, I'll be working, and then Josh will be like,
He's
working on
the
your
tracks for
mom.
RTL.
Oh,
doing your mom. Tell him, Jacob. Doing your mom. Doing your mom. Doing your mom. Yeah. So, anyways, like I said, Joshua will just cram Blonde down my. Joshua will I'll just
Joshua.
cram it down. Like, jeez.
have you guys listened to What Could Possibly Go Wrong yet?
Who's that by?
Who's that about?
Dominic Fike.
I don't know.
You don't know Dominic Fike?
Everything you've sent me by Shore Shore is pretty good.
Sure's a great band. They are odd. Like they do a lot of weird tempo
Wonky
rhythm things.
schwonky
Most
things.
things-
Listen to 100 Gex.
No.
We listened to the first 2 songs of 100 Gex. It's quite interesting.
I wanted to throw up.
Alex
I
didn't
just
like it
realized
because
we're
the
gonna have
singer's
to
really
put
high
up the
pitched.
freaking for the video for the people who watch the video podcast. We're gonna have to put up all of these albums that we're talking about so it even makes sense. This is so much work.
It's chaos.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
What's a comparison for y'all?
That'll just wait, Josh. That'll just be a job for the editor. We don't have to worry about that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's just make it, guys. Let's just make it excruciatingly hard on the editor. For, like,
Here's another
smiling
beef I have with
giggles.
Alex.
What's another beef you
Okay.
have? We're voicing
So,
beefs here.
You think you want to be like Jacob Collier so bad that when I look at your editing, you're either your GarageBand sessions, is that you unnecessarily have too many layers.
So many.
Josh.
Why?
Josh.
That's not needed.
Josh,
many.
your average song has about 150 layers. You know that, right?
Okay, but what?
My songs have an average of about 80 layers. So actually, I'm under average in the layer standpoint. I need to up my game.
You're like, hey, girl, I'm under average in my garage band layers.
Hey girl, I had about 200 layers to my
Hey
my
girl,
Logic sessions.
I had about 1,000 layers in
Yeah.
my
What can I say? Logic
Yeah.
Pro.
Logic Pro.
Yeah, by the way.
Yeah.
too. It's not a big deal.
It's just like a $200-300 software.
Yeah, just 8 minutes of like pure masterpiece.
Yeah,
like over 200 layers. They don't really do anything, but they're there. so.
Yeah, I honestly I think I deserve a Grammy. I think I do
For music producing.
for everything.
You haven't released a single song.
He technically helped release the Remember the Lights.
That's
stuff.
not
It's
done
not
yet.
released.
It's not
One of them
released
is.
yet. Actually,
Okay, yeah, you're right. You're right.
You're right.
It's horribly done though.
Do you want to? No, we're not.
But like then the viewers will know what RTL is.
We
Leave them
explained that in the
silence.
first episode
We
of the
explained.
podcast.
We didn't
Did
do a
we?
good job explaining
So,
it.
okay.
No,
We
let's just
did.
re-explain it. What is RTL, Josh?
RTL is we've abbreviated it because we talk about it so
Yeah.
much. It's called Remember the Light. It's a movie that I directed with my good buddy, my good friend Austin Scarborough. He helped kind of with more of the writing.
We have it
and
on.
producing
We'll have
side
him on
of
one
it.
day.
We've had him on the podcast, but
No, we did, but then we cut it out.
no, it's in the.
It's in.
It says the guy who doesn't watch any of.
I
the
don't watch the
episodes.
episodes.
He's
He
in
does
the first
not.
episode.
I didn't realize. Okay.
Whoops.
This guy doesn't watch our own stuff.
Josh,
You don't
we
even
need to
know.
have- Comment down below.
I'm in it.
Commenters.
Why would I watch it? I'm in it.
Listen to
Commenters down below. Comment who you want as a guest for the Next Facts podcast show.
So, I'm so triggered with all of you guys.
Like it's not like
Not Ryan. I'm fine with Ryan. He
I was
hasn't-
45 minutes late.
Ryan
today.
was 40. Okay, we'll say I said our call time was 5:30, knowing that all of y'all were gonna be an hour.
I wasn't late.
So the true
Oh,
call
30
time was
minutes late,
6:30.
Jacob.
Okay.
Jacob, you were 30 minutes.
Okay.
I was
I
the
got you.
only
So
one
I
that
was
was on
15 minutes
time.
early.
I-
Let's
No,
go.
you're
Shut
still
up,
an hour
Jacob. Shut up.
Okay. Stop.
Because I was just that early, Jacob.
This is too much as a viewer to watch. Anyway,
Just take a minute to
let's take a chill pill.
Everybody, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth.
All right, this is officially called the Facts Podcast Chill Session. This is when we all get too heated. As you can look at the screens, we're going to have some chill music playing in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Wow, this is pretty chill. It's kind of bad too.
All right, we're chill again.
Is that blonde?
Now, we need to make some chill music for that, so...
Yeah.
Get
Good luck,
on that,
Alex.
guys.
Just make the line so you can make that bit funnier.
I have a story.
Okay, what's your story?
What's your
A dog pissed on a carpet yesterday, and I was there to watch it. It kind of went
Did
down.
you get a video of
the
it?
way.
Did you get a video of it?
Was it your dog?
I was at a.
Was it
friend's
just
house.
you? Was it you? You
And,
pissed on the carpet, didn't you? Oh my God, you pissed
I
on
drank
the
it up,
carpet.
Let him
but-
tell the
Pissed-
story.
You
Let him
pissed
tell
on the
the
carpet.
story.
He pissed on the carpet.
So I was at a friend's house, and they got a beagle puppy, right?
This man
Yeah.
tell a story.
And I was upstairs in my buddy's room. His mom brought the puppy in, and for some reason, gave him to us, and said, "Oh, hey, by the way, he needs to go out.
Mm-hmm.
He needs to go out
Yeah.
the potty. He needs to go." And I was like,
He's
"Okay,
gotta pee.
We'll go do that. Just let me
He's gotta- he's
I
gotta-
needed to change shorts.
gotta make his
so I was
mark.
in this type shorts, but I needed to be in athletic shorts.
Yeah.
So I was gonna change. I set him down on the carpet. I turn around, and I hear my friend go, "Oh." Oh.
You know something's
And
about to go down when
I
you
turn
hear,
back
"Ooh."
around, and the dog is just, he's squatting and just, taking a little piss,
Oh.
taking a little piss on the carpet, not on the wood floor, but on the carpet.
Okay,
And
I
Josh,
need
I guess I said it already. Josh looks at me and he goes, "It's not this Josh, it's
Different one.
another
Different.
Josh." He looks at me, he goes, kick him. Yes. Kick him. I looked at him and was like, "You want me to kick your puppy?" And he's just we both just start dying laughing because at this point we can hear his mom calling us from
Yeah.
downstairs, telling us, "Hey, is the puppy still up there? He needs to go
Yeah.
outside." And we're not answering. It's just Joshua. You can hear it in the back. Joshua.
Yeah.
And we're just sitting there dying laughing because the dog just pissed on the carpet. And Josh said, "Kick him."
The thing I have to add to that is
The deeper pitched O, the more
Alex,
stuff's about
bro.
to go down.
I can't even break down that sentence. What did you just say?
Basically, the deeper.
No, that's not even.
It's
The,
not
the
even
point
funny.
is, Josh goes, the thing I have to add to that is the deeper O. Screw you, bro.
anyways,
Alex is here to hijack this podcast.
Okay,
No,
so
no, we're going with this story, Alex. You said enough. Go to the corner. Go to the corner. Over
Yeah, I
there.
think it's corner
It's
time.
corner time. It's corner time for you, Alex.
Corner time. Leave.
You,
Alex
you
is
were so
corner
good
team.
last week. And what is go inside the ice cream
just-
machine?
No, that's nasty in there.
He just needs to think about
It's
what
just
he's
a bunch
done.
of dry. It's a bunch of like sewage water.
It literally
Hey.
is.
Comment down below your favorite type of ice cream from the ice cream truck. Because
Yeah.
personally, I think it's the strawberry shortcake, as seen here.
I don't think the camera can see it.
No,
but-
you can probably. This one can probably see it.
Yeah,
At least.
that one.
The strawberry shortcake
Yeah.
is the best ice cream you can get from one of these, from the ice cream truck, whatever. So good. Anyways, I'll fight you on that too.
Y'all keep talking about ice cream while I go check the cameras with Jamie.
So what
Ice cream is pretty good. Alex. You have lost microphone privileges.
we all know ice cream is pretty good.
hey guys,
Oh,
chill
God
Alex here.
dang it.
Chill Alex here. I'm
Alex-
here to be chill and spread chill vibes. I have reckoned the error in my ways.
What's your
What my favorite ice cream is?
no, from like specifically from the truck or like one of these, not just like cuz you don't want it, we're not talking about like tub ice cream that you get
like a
from the
tub.
store.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
If you threw him into the camera, I,
I
would
just
have
saw
laughed.
like a light crashing or something.
Are you okay, Alex? I don't mean to throw you that raw.
Yeah. Gosh, Josh.
Still no microphone privileges for Alex. Not for
Alex-
a little bit. We got a lot of time recording. You'll have some later. Just not
Yeah,
now.
not right
Alex.
now.
You need to think about
I'm
your
still
actions.
deciding on my ice cream. Josh, do you have a favorite ice cream while I'm deciding mine?
Can we just go back to the story that I wanted to add?
Okay.
we can
Let's go back to
the
your
dog
story.
So when my brother had has first started dating this girl, and he finally like they started getting serious, and he took her over to the house for the first time. It was a couple it's about 6 months ago, or no, a little bit over a year ago, and they were dating at this time, and we had just gotten this dog, and the dog for whatever reason I just didn't go that day. And so my brother, his girlfriend, all of us are sitting in the living room and just not really, just kind of just hanging out. And the dog this is a big German Shepherd, just walks up right in the middle of the carpet and just starts peeing. And I'm not talking about like, I'm not talking like a little bit, like it sounds like
spray.
a hose, like a
It's like a spray.
just all over the carpet. This is the first time his girlfriend came over, and it's just always like, oh my goodness. The second time she came over, I think he took a big dump all over the kitchen. Just like he doesn't do this. It's not like, there's a difference between like a small dog. And it's like
And like a
this
German
is a dog
Shepherd
the size of like
Yeah.
a basic white
Oh.
Starbucks girl. Like the dog, if he stood on his legs, is this tall. Freaking, it's heavier too.
Yeah.
Freaking
I mean, he had to show who's boss.
in
Yeah.
front of the.
He had to assert dominance.
That's how I tell people I'm in charge. Is I shit right in the middle of the
Of the
kitchen,
kitchen.
having a conversation with them. Just
assert dominance.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
look
yeah,
at-
yeah. So how's work going?
Is
to
that
the
how-
mistress.
That's how he attracted Catherine. He just
Nice
took a
try,
big
Jackie.
dump
You
in her
might back
kitchen
out.
in front of her dad, and her dad's like,
First time I
"Hey,
came over
son."
there, the first time I actually hung out with Catherine at her house, we were Healying for the first time. We had just gotten our Heelys. So
Oh.
if I Heeled into the kitchen to meet her father and then just took a massive shit on the kitchen floor, that,
He'd be like,
oh my goodness. I mean, we'd be married
Do you
by
have
now.
any like first like horror stories going over like? A
Hold on, I
girlfriend's house?
have another funny dog shit story.
Okay, well,
Just saying the words funny.
So my dog who died.
hear me through the microphone, right?
no, it can't actually. It
Not
legit
really.
can't.
Okay.
You should have told me. told him it could. He needs to believe it. So
yeah,
that
we
he's not
can't, Alex.
Actually,
You
Getting
can't. We
weird.
can't, Alex.
so my dog, who's a golden retriever, he died last year, but he had
R.I.P.
he had a stomach problem one day while we were at class, and we came home, and like we smelled it from the garage. Right?
Yeah.
Something's
We were
up. You
we're
saw something was up.
We're like, hold on. Something in the air.
No.
It wasn't bad yet, but like something in the air is like just a little bit different. Because the garage smells bad anyways. But like
It smelled extra bad that day.
it was just like something's a little. We walk in, and we just look into our basement, and it's just this enormous circle. Just a huge, like the circumference of this thing was huge. Just a
Circumference.
puddle, absolute puddle of ass piss, and it's just like you walk in the door and it's like it's like walking into a brick wall. You can feel the way it smells. You know, it's that type. We walk up the stairs.
There's even more.
Tracks of shit, like paw prints of dog poop, piles of poop,
Yeah.
like multiple piles of poop, vomit piles because our dog ate poop. He was a poop eater. Like he would go outside when we would let him out. He would eat some
Oh my
shit. And we
goodness.
thought nothing of it. But when this happened, like, I mean, he was pooping inside the house. So he already knew. Just eat it.
Yeah.
So that was already his habit. So he was eating it, throwing it back up. None of it was on the wood. None of it was on. It was
Still on
all on
carpet.
carpet. It's all on carpet. I think we threw away so much that day.
So like the downstairs area where we hang out when we go over
Yeah.
your house, right? So like the pile was like there. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it's okay. So you go over those little steps. It was right at the bottom of those steps
Ooh.
in the.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but I forget what was actually wrong with him. I can't.
I've
quite-
never heard that
I think it
story.
was because we had recently gotten back from vacation or whatever, and like they have a different like feeding system at the vet, and so like
Or different
I don't know.
food.
yeah, different food or different
Hmm.
like time schedule or something. I don't know. It just like I think that really.
You've
Yeah, messed
never
him
told
up.
me that story.
I think if we
I had
Knocked
forgotten
him
about
balance.
it.
if we haven't Alex, I don't think you're ready yet.
I'm ready.
Let's not.
Dad,
Alex, how about this?
Oh, and we
You
have to
can
clean
hold
him
them.
too.
I have a story, but you can hold the microphone. You just can't speak. You can't speak for like you need to earn your rights.
No. Sometimes he's funny. You can only say 10 words. Only 10 words starting.
That was a joke in the first episode.
but
Is
he
we said
can't-
we were
you
going to
can
let
say
him
that again.
speak 10 times.
Can you say that again on the microphone?
Okay. Alex, you can only speak 10 words starting right now.
bruh.
This is the same joke from the first episode. It's not funny the second
Okay,
time.
we're at 9. All right, ladies.
It's funnier because
We're
bruh.
at 9.
Yeah, now you can't talk anymore.
You're at 11. Sorry.
You're at
12.
negative words.
No.
I can mute your microphone. Give Jacob the microphone. He needs to have the microphone more than you. Alex.
He does.
I do.
Alex, hands to yourself. Hands to yourself. You will get corner privileges again.
This is literally
We're
this is our
finally on
child.
some good conversations. Unless, you're a viewer and you're like, you don't like talking about poop, then that's
Ryan's dog
not
shitting
Well,
all
that
over the
sucks for
place.
you.
Yeah, then you
We
won't
like talking about shit here, so
Then you won't like Ryan's sense of humor. But
pretty.
Alex,
told you to answer yourself.
Alex.
I have a genuinely funny joke, okay?
Okay.
It sounds like a pretty shitty podcast.
Alex, bro, that
Boom.
was so
Go do it.
funny.
Go do
You
it
know,
on the
I think we
drums.
should give Alex his own mic. I think we should give him both the microphones.
Go do it the drums.
No.
That joke
Go do
was
the drums.
so funny.
Go
God,
do it
I
the drums.
wish Alex wasn't on this podcast.
There is something. The thing that's so hard is he's great in meetings. It's just like freaking we get here and it's
Sometimes, like, he's so professional sometimes.
yeah. It's Alex. Do you like us? Do you like it when people keep having to say you have such great potential, Alex? Why don't you just live it out?
All right, we're living out potential, boys. Give me the microphone. Give me the microphone.
No,
I think-
Stop taking it.
Okay.
Just let go. No, you let go and I'll put it up to your mouth.
Thank you, Jacob.
That's the rule. How about that?
Okay.
How about that?
Yep, that's it. No
You
grabbing
can't-
the microphone. You can ask for the microphone.
You can
Ask
ask
for
Jacob
the
to hold it
microphone.
to you. You cannot take his hand.
I
You
am
cannot grab his
fine.
hand.
Fruit punch in his braces. This kid he's disgusting.
He's literally a band kid.
He has horrible hygiene. He chews with his mouth open. He smacks. He smacks.
He does.
He's got Kool-Aid in his freaking braces.
You
Disgusting.
have to ask for it. You have to ask for it. Ask for it. You can't reach for it anymore. You have to ask for it.
Can I have the microphone for a second?
He says,
Can you guys, because not bully me, please?
Fine.
Please,
we'll
not
stop
not on
bullying.
air at least.
"You're homeschooled. You've never been bullied before. You need to know what it's like."
You know,
That's a
you know
bit,
the memes where there are some
Grab the
people.
microphone real quick. Not on air though.
Fine.
Like,
That's fine.
As soon as these cameras are off, I'm ripping into shreds.
yeah. So basically,
I just want to
dude,
talk about
stop
the story.
embarrassing me. Yeah.
Ryan
okay.
inspired me to talk about the story. Okay.
Tell your story,
Frick.
Josh.
This is so hard. Do we have to cut out a whole 10-minute bit of y'all arguing about a microphone?
I think
No,
honestly,
That was
this-
pretty funny.
that bit was funny. I think.
Like, anyway,
We'll let,
Microphone for a sec.
So-
that was pretty funny.
Ryan's
we'll let the viewers
Ryan's
decide if it was
poop
funny.
story has inspired me to talk about. I just remembered this. So back when I was kind of like, so my parents used to own this restaurant. I won't say what restaurant it was, but we were basically so busy with it. Anything at our house we couldn't really take care of. So there's this one day, all of us were coming. We were coming back home from that restaurant, and we were home pretty late. And there's this possum like right on front of our right on our front porch, just kind of like, it looks rabid. It's like trying to attack us. It's foaming at the mouth, and we're like freaking out, like we don't know what to do. And we didn't want to call pest control or anything. PETA is not going to approve this message, by the way, but this thing was trying to attack us. So my older brother, he has a pitchfork in his hand. And we're like, what do we do? What?
Pitchfork?
Jake,
His
have the microphone
pitchfork
for
in
a
his
sec?
hand. We live out in the country.
What is going
I was
on
gonna-
in this story? It is
We live
already
out- we live
so
out- we live out over
chaotic.
here.
I don't
So
know.
my
The
brother-
idea of someone owning a pitchfork to me is just weird.
We had
Continue.
the
This
closest thing around
story
was
is
a
so-
pitchfork, okay?
Oh, I like where this is going.
And so
I
my
think I know
mom
where
was
this is
like,
going.
we're like, so like my brother and my mom is like, my brother's debating on like when to like do something about this, and so
He's gonna stab the raccoon.
he times it right as my mom turns around. He just goes full on in and like puts the pitchfork right through that thing's head, and it crushes it. It's dead. And this was before PETA would cancel people successfully, so we just killed it. And the thing is, we didn't think what to do with the body. We were all really tired, and so we just took the body and put it like in the back of like our driveway, and just put a Tupperware container over the body because we knew it'd stink.
Oh my god.
Kind of by where like our basketball goal is. And because we had a restaurant, we were so busy, we didn't think about anything to do with the body. So over a couple months, we would like walk behind our house, and we'd just see the body just kind of flatten out into this like pile of hair. Y'all look so
Oh,
mortified. And it was one of those things where it was between like me and my brother. And it was like, one of us needs to clean this up. Like one of us needs to clean this thing up. And so I remember about a year later, because by the time summer came,
A year?
by the time summer came, this thing is literally just a pile of like hair. Like I remember it being a bunch of guts, and we just put like a little Tupperware container over it. We just didn't think much about it. And it stank. Like, so about a year later, right about this time of year when basketball season would start kicking up, I was like, I need to practice basketball. Like, I've just been so afraid of this dead possum that we didn't do anything about.
Walk back there and it's like, oh god, it's a possum, and run away.
No, I remember just
Literally
pressure.
came back to life and then ran after Josh.
I took the
Every time he walked back there. I'm sorry, Josh.
I took the Tupperware container off. This is about when I was 13 or 14 at the time. And I just pressure washed the hair off of the driveway.
Oh.
And there's been still like this little black spot just
Oh,
where
really?
the body was.
You take a
It doesn't
picture of
smell.
it, flash
It's
it
been
on
like
screen.
5 years. I mean, you don't.
Get a picture of it and like.
I'm
put
pretty
it
sure-
on screen.
I don't think I can, but because it's been so long. But yeah,
Is there still a black spot there?
there was for a long time.
Okay, if you can find, do you have a picture?
Why would I take a picture of a dead possum?
No, like the
Like-
okay.
No, the
Like
spot.
Imagine.
I can. It's just gonna be like
pure
it's gonna be like a
chaos.
picture like the concrete. Like, oh, that somebody
Like,
died there.
Imagine
Oh.
if like if like a girl is scrolling through Josh's phone like camera roll and stuff, and she just finds like a bunch of like 30 photos of a dead possum. Like
That's what we
like,
call a red flag,
a
ladies.
bunch of like so many different angles. Like, why is there so many? Oh God, there's so many.
I remember
dead
the
possum
bad
photos.
part was being
so many.
was
of
right
them.
when it was about 2 weeks in, really about a weekend, and we're like, oh no, and you see like maggots and stuff like trying to eat it out. There was like this one
Ew.
part where I lifted up the Tupperware container because I think it was a one part. I think eventually it got to the point where we're like, this is so bad that we're just gonna.
How
let
much
it.
of
Why
this are
would
we
you
gonna have to-
lift it up? Why would you lift the
Okay,
container
let me
up?
explain. Let me explain. I think what took us so long is we were just like, let's
It's not
just.
supposed to have the microphone.
I think what
It's fine. He kept asking me, and I kept getting annoyed by.
I think what took so long is that we wanted to eventually just let it fully decompose because we had waited too long in the first week.
Right.
But I remember lifting up that Tupperware container
don't have to
once,
ask
and
for
it
it,
was
but just,
just
like,
like, it's hard to describe what that smell was, but it was so bad. Like,
I got a word for it. It
Yeah.
stank.
yeah,
That's a good word. I was having trouble with myself thinking of one, but
anyway,
I can't
So that's
think
the
of anything
possum
funny
story.
right now.
it's pretty awesome.
That was a gnarly story.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty gnarly.
So
You have to snap.
last week,
kinda
Alex
cringe.
gave a pretty legendary story called the Tixident.
Yeah.
Do you have any updates?
there's
I have it. I
have so many
there's a red
questions.
spot.
I have a story. Another thing that happened yesterday, with
Oh, really?
along with the
and
dog
it's
piss
kind of
thing.
scary.
Okay.
This is just quick. It's just kind of
All right.
that same friend. We went out. He has a lot of land, and we were like making our own disc golf
Mhm.
holes like on his property.
But
Uh,
the things, like the cages.
How many
He
of
has
those
one,
things-
and
Oh,
so
that's
it's like collapsible and portable. So we were making our own cages like on his property, and we came back. He had like gotten one of my discs out of the woods. We came back and he saw like a tick on him, and then found another one later. He was like, "Yeah, we probably need to check." So we go into his bathroom has like 2 rooms, and so he's in one room. We both check ourselves, and he asked me if I'm good, and I said, "Yeah, I'm good." And he starts to come out like I was like, what was I doing?
You're checking for
I
ticks?
can't remember what I was doing. Like I had finished checking myself for ticks. Oh, I was checking my hair. He said, "Yeah, run your hands through your
Yeah.
hair to check for ticks."
Yeah.
And I was doing that, but I hadn't pulled like my pants up.
And you just,
And so
he
but I already
comes in
told
the
him I'm
room.
good. So he starts wiggling the door, and I was like, so I pulled him up real quick just in time, and I was like, "Whoa, dude!" But all he saw was pubic hair.
Oh.
All I saw was just the haircut. So that's the story about how me and Josh almost became very close friends.
Different Josh. by the
That
way.
would have
I
been
feel like
different
Ryan
Josh.
would have like a
Different Josh.
tattoo where the dick root is, and it's like says like beans.
That's a good idea.
I think you just called him out. I think you just called him out on that.
I think he might actually have
Keep
one.
that a secret.
Actually, that's why he didn't want to show his schlong to Josh.
I have a
because he-
tramp stamp.
He didn't want to show off
That
his
says-
bean tattoo.
Beans toothpaste.
Beans toothpaste.
And
Why is that
I have a-
funny?
I have
Why
a-
is it funny?
or I have like
Someone
something.
Explain. How long has this episode gone for? Over 30 minutes, and it's been nothing but awful.
Alex's way of determining if an
Hold
episode
on.
is awful is, did I interrupt them enough? Great episode.
Okay, the first episode is the best one in Alex's opinion.
Actually, I like the second one. The second one's pretty good.
Do you know
Shut up,
why the
Alex.
second
That's
one
not
is
even
good?
true. You don't
Do you
even-
know why the second one is good?
Why?
The stories. We had stories to talk about. We didn't yell into the microphone.
We can tell. Hey, we can tell more stories. We're sort of on the theme of like
yeah,
seeing each other's penises. So like,
I don't have any.
you ever seen anyone's
stories,
Josh? You ever
so-
seen anyone's penis you didn't want to?
My brother's by accident.
I've seen Jacob.
I'm sure it's happened a bunch of
Schlong by
times.
accident.
No, but I will say that
I feel like there's a summer. Oh, there is a summer camp story that I can tell for this.
I have a different one, but yeah. Who's-
it's kind of.
Who's gonna go first?
Rock paper
Rock,
scissors.
paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh,
I leaned too much on one side.
It's actually broken.
No.
no, I think it's chill. I think no, it's broken.
We'll cut this out.
Josh just.
Thanks, Josh. You broke my really nice chair.
Oh shit!
And now I break it.
Those of you who can't see, Josh just pulled the recorder onto the ground. So I don't even know if this is recording right now.
Oh, it's still. I think it is.
No, we're good.
Is it?
We're good.
We're good.
I'm really not sure.
The battery, well, like, it's still rolling.
Let's do a break to technical difficulty.
Anyways, Josh, that was an interesting.
No, we gotta
Josh,
clap.
what's your story?
Yeah. Okay, sorry for the technical let me look
Clap.
at that camera. Oh, I can go down. Okay. Sorry for the technical difficulty.
just do?
What just happened?
Alex just had like an autism outbreak.
What did you just
Basically, I didn't realize that we were supposed to clap. I was like,
Okay, sorry
Yeah.
guys for the
yeah,
technical
that was
difficulties.
Josh.
Uh,
that was
what
partially
happened
my
is-
fault.
I leaned too much on the chair and it broke.
Broke my chair.
I broke the $10 chair, and Jacob was very mad at
It was
that.
my chair. I'm mad.
Okay. So going back to the story is I won the rock paper scissors thing. We were talking about Ryan had just talked about how our friend Josh almost saw his
Other
Ryan's
Josh.
pee-pee. We were talking about that. So yeah, Alex had a story, but then I won the rock paper scissors.
Yeah.
My story was basically going to be about my first kiss.
Are you guys gonna just tell the story, Josh? Don't explain don't give us
Wait,
like
wait,
the
wait.
brief detail,
So,
the briefing.
Almost
of the
seeing a
story.
pee-pee is in correlation to your first kiss
Wait, it
story.
took me a second to
Okay,
process that.
Yeah. Okay.
Hold on.
So what happened is I was I think 14 or 15 at the time. I think 14.
And your
and
uncle came over
I was
for family
no,
reunion.
no. I was playing.
Let's go to Chuck E. Cheese,
I was
Josh.
playing basketball with my basketball team. We were doing a conference game. I was on the JV team, and me and this other really tall guy named Sammy. He's this tall white dude.
Your stepmom. came into the
What
room
happened
and-
is we had both tripped, and there was a split second where in our tripping we had a man smooch, and then we both hit the ground, and it was really awkward.
How?
We just,
Wait, the
you said you were
science
playing
has to
basketball,
go
right?
in.
we're in a basketball game.
To the
in a
science,
conference-
it has to go into
That-
kissing another man
If
while
you fall and
falling.
kiss like and hit mouth.
That is
Yeah,
that.
it was awkward.
The odds of that are like 1 in a million.
That reminds me of like, you know, like the FIFA games where it's like, you know what I'm talking- the clips where people take from the FIFA games where it looks
Yeah.
like they're making out and like have you not
It's
seen those,
happened-
Ryan?
It's happened to
They're
other
hilarious.
people on our team. It was just
You know the
Wait,
FIFA games.
What kind of team are you
The FIFA
running to
the
where
FIFA video games.
multiple
So
people
there are these-
in a single game fall on each other and make out?
So basically,
what
kind of
in the
basketball
video
game
games,
you running?
Sometimes like the ragdolls freak out and they like fall on top of each other and it looks like they're making out.
I'll answer
Okay,
your
yeah, I
question
saw
on
one of the. It was like a like how light skin like fall or whatever.
So what happened? What happened, Alex? What you were saying is basically we were probably on defense, and the offensive team had set a pick. And while I was tailing a guy, I probably ran into my teammate, and we both hit each other at the same time. So that's
That
how
makes a
would
bit
have
more
happened.
sense, but that's. I still don't.
Anyway, I was really embarrassed that my first
I
kiss
think
was
what we-
technically by a
I
man.
think what we got from this is that
Josh
Josh
is gay.
I'm not gay. I
Josh
just,
is gay.
it was accidentally
Josh does
gay.
his gay.
Josh likes men.
Josh likes
men.
belongings.
He likes men.
He likes
and
to
that's all there is
smooch.
to it.
She likes to smooch boys.
Anyway, what was your story, Alex?
Only boys. All right, so my story begins at. You know, a good story is about to start when somebody says, "So I was out scout camp." So I was at scout camp. We were in the
I
showers,
was at
right?
band camp.
What? It's really hard to talk tell a story while you're interrupting Jacob.
Hey, now you know how it feels, Alex.
I just realized the massive.
now you know how it feels.
I just realized the massive karma that just went over myself. Yo, hit me up with that
I don't
stuff.
need that karma.
That was. No one got that on the microphone. That was actually really good sound. Okay, anyways, back to the story. So it was like me and the boys. We were taking a shower right before bed because that's what you do at scout camp. You take a shower every night 'cause you're
I
clean.
did that wrong. I was gonna
Because
throw it
you're
up like
clean
that.
boy.
You were
boys.
klutzing today. Absolutely klutzing today.
All right, and then I think it's funny. So we have this guy in our scout troop. He's like 4'7". He has like a ripped. He's like 4'7". He has like a 12-pack. Like his body can barely handle the muscles he's packing, dog. And I'm showering next to him, right? And I think, you know, it's funny if I take the 4'7" with absolute muscles kid towel. So I grab it. And keep in mind, I'm in my underwear right now. And then all I see is a little child with muscles. I cannot explain it because I'm tantalized with fear just thinking about it. Climb over, completely naked, with murder in his eye. He
my
looks like he's
God.
about to strangle me.
Yeah.
Like it is nothing compared to the aggression that I've shown today. It was chaos. And he just grabs a towel from me, and that moment I felt like the prey. I was the victim.
So what happened?
He took the towel back, and that was it. It was a very anticlimactic ending, I know.
That's rough.
He didn't say anything. No.
So
He climbed over what?
He climbed over into my stall.
How tall are these walls, bro?
They're like 8 feet tall.
Alex, I'm sorry that happened to you.
That's absolutely dominant.
So
I mean, it would have been more dominant if he. I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
So
That's my story.
So I have a pretty similar story. I was at I was on a baseball team, and I think I want to say I was either a freshman at the time, and we had went to this tournament in Tennessee, and we had went to this tournament out of state, and so we're all at this kind of like this, like it was, our lodging was at like a summer camp type of thing, and so for whatever reason, I was like the Alex of the team. Everyone just kind of picked on me, so. When we got there,
You were cringe and annoying.
I wasn't cringy and annoying. I was quiet. I didn't say anything. They still picked on me.
That's kind of
Um,
cringe.
It was like if you were Jacob,
You're annoying in the sense
and
that you
everyone still
don't
picked on
annoy
me. But
me.
anyway, that's not the point. So what happened is I was taking a shower in it was like a community shower area. So like all of the other rooms kind of led to the showers.
right.
And so one of the varsity players had taken a McDonald's sweet tea cup, and this is not like a fresh cup. This is like it's been out for like a day or two. It's probably molded over a little bit, and he poured it in the shower. Him and the whole team just started pouring the McDonald's sweet tea cup in the shower, and it was.
We just started pouring McDonald's sweet tea cup.
I just ran out. I accepted my fate. That this was my destiny to love McDonald's sweet tea.
Do you love
ever since then?
McDonald's sweet tea today?
I do love
One
the
day?
McDonald's sweet
It's
tea.
good. There's something.
I
about
don't know
McDonald's sweet tea.
when,
It's really
where,
good.
or why this will happen, but one day I'm gonna make a frag grenade with like 15 different bath soaps in them, and then I'm gonna throw them into a public shower and yell "frag out" and then run away. And just watches this soap just goes everywhere. It's just so much.
In other news, soap bomb kills 30 people. What had good intentions?
Well, actually was
cleansed
at
the
a scout
bathroom.
trip story. So some guy he made an armed bottle of shampoo. He set up a thing that basically you throw it over into somebody's stall, and then it would squirt out shampoo everywhere, and he threw. He threw it into the stall of our SPL for people who weren't in scouts. How a loser, and that's like the older dude, the guy that everyone respects. So he did was he activated it and threw it in there, and all we heard was this guy's name at the top of his lungs by a 17-year-old, and he showed me the stall. It was just blue. It was just covered in shampoo. He ran out. He put a towel on and ran out after him, and then he tripped and fell because his feet were covered in shampoo. So it was like soapy and stuff.
I know who the kid who made the bath bomb. Yeah, that kid. I like to repeat for the microphone. I know the kid who made the bath bomb, or like I think I know who it is. I'm like 99% sure I know who it is.
So my
Probably doesn't.
my
He- I don't think he
question
knows
is
him.
like,
But like that kid is like an actual that kid is he's something else. Something else.
on a kind of similar topic is my wonder is like, why do people, and this is not just something I've noticed with you guys,
Yeah.
but like why do people who are in scouts constantly talk about their scouts days?
Okay, because there's a lot of funny stuff that happens in scout. Because there's like
There's
a lot of
stuff. There's a lot of good like stories.
yeah,
and
there's a
fun
lot
stuff
of
that
funny
happens in
stories
Scouts.
that happens at scout
Yeah,
camp.
Boy Scouts is.
Like I'm just tipping the iceberg. Like one day I want to do an
Story place.
episode in a tent so I can just tell scout stories for the entire episode.
That's
That'll be funny. Like if you think we
could do
should
that.
do that. Like if you think we should
Considering
do
we can
that.
barely be in the studio on time, much less be at a camping site.
We can literally
with
just set up
cameras.
a tent in somebody's backyard. It does not matter. Movie magic for you,
It's
fellas.
cheating. Wait, does this work?
Whoa, intercourse.
Whoa. It's the quote
Can't
of
show
the
that. Can't show
episode.
that. Gotta block it out. Editor, block that out.
Yeah, like put
guys.
up like a black screen over that.
It's just a censor bar.
Yeah, like put a censor bar over it. Yeah.
Can you start playing like music in the background, like wham wham wham
But,
wham?
like,
No, I
you gotta
cannot.
play like really sensual music.
Specifically, if you're talking about "Let's Get It
Kenny
On,"
G.
Marvin Gaye's "Let's Get It On," I cannot play that. He will. The guy has copyrighted a time signature, so we're not gonna use it. I think even referencing his name is gonna get us
What was
copyrighted.
the time? Oh wait, 4-4.
You would know
What
this.
was
You
it?
watched the YouTube video.
Wait, did we get copyright struck already?
No,
No,
he.
no.
I don't even remember what
For
time
context,
signature.
so for
I know. I
context-
didn't watch the one on Marvin Gaye. I watched the other one on. I just realized I mispronounced his name.
So
I'm
for
sorry.
context, we can pull this up from.
On
We'll
the
put
other
we'll
one.
put the facts on there, but from what I understand is that Marvin Gaye, or at least his team, tried to copyright not just a song, but a specific time signature, an entire time signature for one of his songs, which is, I mean, come on, that's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Wait. So like, nobody can use that time signature. Is that
That's
what
what
he
they
was saying?
tried to argue. I don't know if he got away with it
And
though.
then, no, he didn't. And then Katy
Okay.
Perry's legal team tried to do the same things. Like, you cannot use these notes.
For reference,
They
that
tried
would
to
be
take
like.
Oh,
notes
like-
in a scale because Katy Perry used them in one of her songs.
For reference, if you copied like what's it?
Communists.
What's the,
Musical
what,
communists.
what's the most popular one? Is it
Music
2/4 or 4/4?
4/4.
4/4. So like that's like what every pop song. So
probably
that's
4/4.
ridiculous.
It,
Like
it was 4-4.
no. It was like I want to say it's 7 something. We'll put it up on the screen because I'm not a music person.
That's
I'm not either.
that's wild, bro.
I don't really do
I think
music
I'm gonna try and copyright strike.
PewDiePie.
Just 4:20 a.m.
420.
Like
What is
anyone whose clock portrays the time 4:20 a.m. You're mine.
I don't think that's.
Give me
That's
your
my
money.
That's
All of it.
Can the camera hear my squeaking?
To quote Josh's chair.
guys.
Is what it
This
sounds
was
like.
I want to share with you my senior quote. It really means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Here we
Everyone
go.
shut up.
They didn't give me a senior quote.
Josh, what did I literally just say about 3
Josh's
seconds ago?
chair.
Squawk. I didn't get a senior quote. I'm mad at that.
Really? You didn't get a senior quote. It's up to you. Like, you decide your senior quote.
I don't. They didn't give me anyone. They didn't give me an option.
Oh.
Bro, all right,
just
what was
came
Ryan's
to
Did you
senior
graduate
shirt?
from?
I gradu- we can't say. We'll have to bleep that out. I graduated. We'll bleep out. But
Oh right, yeah.
okay.
Haha.
Let me go check.
Haha.
it.
You don't know
never
what we're talking about.
You'll never know. It's an inside joke. You'll never understand me.
We got 20% here, which we got a couple.
All right.
Let's look up some stories real quick.
Let's hear Ryan's senior quote.
You said the squawk.
Was that your senior quote, Ryan?
My actual senior quote was a Healy lyric.
Hey, we got
Tell us the lyric.
Yeah, it's from Josh,
You're
bro.
wrong. I am really off today. Like,
Josh, do we need to wrap you in bubble wrap?
we need to buy another chair. Is what.
Josh, we need to go get a thing of bubble wrap and then wrap you in it to keep you safe. Or to keep other things safe from you.
I freaking messed up the wall.
Okay.
Trying to take
First,
the green
you
screen
almost
up.
break almost all of our equipment, and then
Our equipment. You mean
Your-
my equipment?
communism. And then you break Jacob's chair, and then you break me, and then you
You
break.
break me emotionally.
You threw me on the ground. Remember?
Oh, yeah. That
Yeah.
was so bad.
Yeah, it was your
If
bad.
we cut it out, it's never happened.
Yeah. This part makes absolutely no sense.
If we cut out me throwing. you
Yeah,
on the
but
ground.
but then we won't have continuity for what we're talking about right
The
now.
viewers be like,
Yeah. All right, guys. Story time. Anybody have any stories they'd like to share?
my elbow.
Okay. Okay. So, do we have any stories? We covered. What's the summary of today? We talked about
Segways are hard. Anyways, so there was this one time at scout camp.
There's this
You
one
done?
time. What? Go on.
There
If
was
you
one time
interrupted
at
me-
scout camp to where
We're back at scout camp.
back to scout camp.
This is not the scout camp. Scout.
Scout
God
episode.
dang it.
Scout episode.
Keep going.
Sk episode. No, it's funny, and I think it could bring up a lot of funny stories out of the rest of you guys. So basically, there was this guy in our troop that nobody likes, right? And it's kind of like, yeah, frick you, bottle. Anyways, there's this guy that nobody likes, and we
Sorry.
bully
His
him,
name is
and
Alex
it's like the running
Webster.
gag that we bully him relentlessly, and then
It's like me at work.
Is two guys. They thought it'd be funny if they broke into his tent and literally stole his bed. So they got his bed and then they moved it out. So they moved all of his stuff off his bed, and then they moved his bed out into like I think it what did they? No, they moved it into the waterfront.
Yeah.
So our campsite was close to the waterfront, and so they quite literally picked up the bed and moved it to the waterfront. So there was like a bunch of people going on the blob, and then there was just a bed, just chilling. No, there's nothing on it. It was just a bed. Nobody knew who it was.
News.
News who it was. It's like Newsies.
Nobody's is the halves the knowing
Yeah.
who it was.
Have y'all seen the thing about so there's been TV commercials about like if you were ever like sexually assaulted by a scout leader, please call this lawyer. Like
Oh,
Yeah, we saw that at Buffalo Wild Wings when we went out there. A couple
oh
weeks ago,
yeah,
and I made a
was
joke
with
about
B-dubs.
it.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, there's a lot of allegations to BSA about sexual
Yeah,
sexual
sure.
assault.
Freaking, we
Yeah,
posted
sir.
that was the night we posted that story of all of us. But before Ryan had gotten there, there was an argument that Alex was so afraid that me and Jacob were going to get into this argument over something. Like I forgot what it was.
I was
but
so mad. And I told him specifically not to in advance. I was like, "Hey man, do not bring this up. I don't want like you
You
guys
should have brought
talking
it up
about
to
this.
me on the right up there.
Talking about this because it's the boys' night, not debate about random stuff night.
You should have told me then. You
doesn't
didn't
boys'
tell me.
night allow for random debates though?
No,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
trusted.
I feel like that's in the
I would
rules.
say it does.
I
Yeah.
trusted
As long as
Josh
it's, like,
to
respectful
respect my
debate.
opinion, and then Josh proceeds to turn around and just do it anyways.
I can pull up the text
He
on my phone. I literally
did
said no
not care.
promises.
He literally did not
I
care.
straight up said no promises.
He straight up did not care.
Sounds like Josh is at the green in the
Josh is
clear
in
to
the
me.
Josh is in the red. I
In
think
the red.
Josh is in the red. Red is aggressive. If you didn't know.
I thought red is the check mark.
What? What?
Like left. I'm not gonna explain the joke.
Oh my, that's not funny, Josh.
Ryan
That's
isn't
not
left on
funny.
red often, so he doesn't.
Well, everyone in my contacts has it so that red doesn't even exist.
I get it. I thought you were just
like
stupid.
they all have it on that like it's only delivered thing, which
You
is really
know-
annoying by the
Look,
way.
you know
really
it's
annoying.
red when someone has delivered. I have mine as red, but like you know if somebody has delivered because their thing pops up, or let's say you're
It
reading.
doesn't always, unless you actually bring up the keyboard and type something.
Okay, the other thing is how you know is if you're like, let's say you were like you texted somebody and then you were reading the text, like you were scrolling up. On iPhone, the out of nowhere it'll go all the way down to the bottom.
Yeah.
And it still says delivery. Like, come on, they opened it up. It was getting ready for them to text.
Yeah.
This is a pointless freaking conversation.
No,
Like,
It has a
feel like-
point.
I honestly,
It has a point.
that's not even Snapchat. I feel like
iMessage.
this is actually sort of bringing light to some.
Yeah.
bringing light to some issues, you know?
Tim Apple, if you're watching this,
With this is helping.
please fix your game, Bungie.
This could be like helping. This could be like helping
Fix your
some
game,
people
Bungo.
who are like trying to figure out
shout
if
out
someone
to
is
Bungo.
interested in them or not,
Bungo.
and
yeah,
they have the delivered thing on, and
it's
Yeah.
so stupid. I mean, also getting on red, like the red is the other issue. Is like
Yeah, getting stuck on red. I relate to
Snapchat,
that.
Snapchat, it's worse. I've just given up on Snapchat altogether.
Josh, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to be wrapping up now. I think that's a good story to wrap up on, is being left on red.
do we have any?
Red. Let's
Like,
leave our viewers on red.
Yeah, we're leaving you guys in red now.
yeah, we just no outro. Just
No,
we can
no.
cut out no outro. Just,
I think we still have one good story left.
what is that?
Let's save it for next week. Let's keep him waiting.
No, we got to end on a high note.
I would say getting left on red
Hey,
is
Josh,
a pretty
you know
high
that's
note.
the 15-minute mark that we were going shooting for.
Yeah.
Like already ended, right?
Oof. Oof.
Yeah, it ended.
This is gonna be
ended.
like a
We've gone
highly
over
edited.
like.
This is gonna be like a
Yeah,
highly
this is
edited
gonna be a lot of
podcast.
work. I mean Jamie.
Oh, yeah, you mean Jamie?
Jamie.
I mean the editor.
Alex is lucky the microphone didn't pick him up there.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
let's say Ryan, pick a camera, that camera, that camera, or that camera. Tell them what you have going on in your world. Thank you for participating in Hot Ones. So just let the viewers know what you have going on.
You find me on Grinder at no, I actually don't have a Grinder account, and it was just the first social
Wait,
media
but-
that came to my mind.
Wait, hold on.
This is Ryan's moment.
This is me plugging
Yeah.
What should I plug? What social media
You
should I
can plug
plug?
your personal-
Considering like I'm not on, like I'm just kind of off of it right now.
You can plug your personal stuff and you can plug the fact stuff. So.
My personal.
Wait, do we all have to do this or
plug
just
my-
Ryan?
Plug my Apple Music.
My Apple Music is Melon Crusher 6969. Follow me for some neat playlists.
Hey, if you want to check out my playlist, my personal tunes on Apple Music,
My username is.
Would you have a K-pop?
YOUR.
Do you have a K-pop playlist?
Shut up, Alex. YOUR underscore average
Okay,
underscore Ryan.
I'll be sure to check
that's neat. And what else?
That's the
Jacob,
only
do you have any?
social
Do you
media
have
I
any plugs?
Oh, I can plug my Xbox. My
Plug my
Xbox username
Xbox
is
Live.
Triangle Cheeks. Capital T, capital C.
Can't confirm that.
Yeah, and the highlight on that, I'm gonna plug my my Steam account.
I
Not
need
really.
friends on Steam.
How to add friends on Steam. And not really. So you can find us on where can you find us on, Josh? On Instagram
You can
at
find
Facts
us,
Podcast Show.
You can find us on Instagram at Facts Podcast Show. You can find us on Twitter
On
at
Twitter.
Facts Podcast.
That we never post anything on
Um,
Twitter.
And then you can find us on YouTube at Facts Podcast Show. And
Yes.
then-
Well, I mean that's presumably what they're watching it on YouTube.
Whoa.
Whoa.
And then I think we covered that. My personal Instagram
I
is just Josh Hale.
don't
What's
plug
yours,
anything.
Alex?
Okay. I'd like to plug my Discord account. Capital WWE. This is all capital. WWE. Then uncaps wrestler. Then make sure the wrestler doesn't have any caps. Space Prince Harry, and then the P and the H of Prince Harry is capitalized. And the code is 0669. Thank you.
Oh, you forgot the hashtag.
Is it really
have to.
0669? That's tight.
It's pretty funny.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, good for me.
I'm not a very envious person, but
I'm a very funny
I
person.
mean-
If you didn't know, we make a lot of jokes here.
that was irrelevant.
Well, tune in next week where we start doing
Cry.
some fire stunts with Alex as our
I
test
like
dummy.
fire stunts.
So yeah, if you want to cue some music, guys, as we default dance, and subscribe. Or we just Ryan's done.
Outro
nice.
time.
Okay.
He's got a balloon.